Hi, my friends. Sandra from ForYourChi.com, and this is your weekly tarot and oracle card reading for February 24th, 2020 through March 1st. I'm going to be skipping the extended reading because I am currently working on my monthly forecast with my playing cards, and I just don't have that much time in a day, unfortunately. So we're going to skip that while I work on those forecasts. I would highly encourage you to engage in those forecasts when I have them up, which will be next weekend, hopefully. I try to put them out as soon as I can, the first of the month, or right before the first of the month, because I'm only 5 deep in them now, and 2 of you looks like you're moving, okay? So that's some pretty serious change that's going on for you. Who knows how many other signs are going to get that they're moving. So anyway, let's get into your weekly reading. Hi, my friend Sandra from ForYourChi.com, and this is your weekly tarot and oracle card reading for February 24th through March 1st of 2020. Good news. We did not pull that same deception and envy card that we pulled the last 2 weeks. Now, I want to talk about last week's reading just a bit, because we did pull the death card, and this came up, someone who's also a reader that I have known for a very, very long time, and she commented on the death card, and she said, you know, we as readers are not supposed to predict death. And I said, well, you didn't watch the reading, because I didn't predict death. We pulled the death card, and I would typically read that card as an ending, which I did. Now, some of you, I heard back from you, and you pulled, you actually had relationship stuff, a couple of you, happening. But for most of you, what that card picked up on was a collective, unfortunately, exit point for a lot of people. A lot of people I heard from lost family members, which does affect your relationship, of course, because I did say relationship in that ending, although I didn't specify primary or family relatives. I did say friendship, I think. But the point is that sometimes, not very often, that death card will pick up on that. It's once in a blue moon. It's very rare. I believe the last time it happened was the Las Vegas shooting, and that was quite a while ago. I don't remember that card. That card usually doesn't come up in the weekly readings. Now, if someone asks me in a private reading, does someone have an exit point coming up, I will certainly look at that for them. Now, that's not to say that that reading will be correct in the timeline, because someone can have an exit point and it looks like the soul's going to choose it, and then they change their mind. It's all about what the soul wants to do at the time. If the soul is happy, it will stay. If the soul is not happy, it will leave. This is not a conscious decision on anybody's part. Someone could look at you and say that they want to stay here, and then the soul chooses otherwise. It's not conscious, it's subconscious, okay? All right, so we cleared that up. What else? I heard from my February winner, from the new subscribers, and she took about a week to actually look at the reading, and she wrote back to me and said, it's funny because my reading said that I would take a trip to the country or something like that, and she had just got back from a trip to Nashville. So she was pretty pleased about that. Okay, shall we get into these messages? Because there is a little something that you need to work on, but thank goodness that old energy is over, right? Okay, emotional loss, Monday and Tuesday. So this card means that there's something missing in your life. Now, this could be a continuation from the last week or two messages and things that have happened. However, you're going to work to fix this, because you know at this point that you can't continue living without whatever this is. This is a pretty big deal. You could also be mildly depressed or even moderate to severely depressed because of this, because you want it back, right? And you deserve it back, let's face it. I pulled from Archangel Michael deck in the Oracle cards this week, and I'll tell you guys why in a minute. So this says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So these cards go right hand in hand, right? Because you know that this is missing, and you know you want it back. And you know, now you're getting the message that you need to work to get it back, okay? Now, the card for midweek is Rejoice and Celebration, so this is the Three of Cups. You could receive news of something to celebrate here. Or you could be having some kind of get-together with your friends and having a good time. And Archangel Michael is telling you to make a commitment. And I really believe that these two cards go together. And actually the third one for this week that we'll get. So make a commitment to fix this. This reading is just driving the point home. Okay, the card for this weekend is Trapped in Fear. Now there's another card that I read in this deck that is a fear card, but it's a fake fear card. However, this is a real fear. You feel stuck in a situation like you cannot make a move right now, but you want out. And so the advice card, and this is why I pulled from Archangel Michael this week, by the way, because Archangel Michael delivers us from fear, especially when you request his help. Honor and trust your feelings. This is a very similar message to what we got Monday and Tuesday. Honor and trust your feelings. But Monday, you're being told to take action on it. So the action here is not pack up and move, but it's make a plan to move. Now, some of you may be saying, well, I'm not ready to move yet. I don't mean all of you are not going to physically move. Some of you might. Now, this could be pack up and move from a relationship, right? Whatever you're feeling a fear about, it's a warning sign. The fear is creeping in to tell you, whatever the situation is, it's not for you anymore. So you're going to make a plan to get out of this, whatever this is. If it's a job, if it's a relationship, if it's your home that you live in that you know you need out of. You're making an exit strategy plan, and you're going to start baby steps to get yourself out of this situation. Now, this could be a continuation of what has occurred or transpired the last week and or 2 weeks in the reading when we got the Deception and Envy card. You could just have, this situation could have manifested in the last 2 weeks, and the dust has settled, and now you're in realization mode of, oh my God, I need to do something about it now, because the shock wave is over, right? Now, I want to remind everyone, the North and South node energies with Mars entering in Sagittarius or Capricorn, depending on which astrology you follow, is happening the beginning of this week. I believe it's the 24th and 25th. I went back to try to look at that video that I saw where that astrologer said that, and I couldn't find it. So if you guys know those dates, put it in the comments for us, if you would, please. I'm not going to go through the whole thing again because I don't want to put any more energy on it than I already have. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at the video 2 weeks ago, and I talked about that. So not last week, but the week before that weekly video. So protection, protection, protection. I always say protection. If you guys don't know how to protect, or you're not sure that your protection is working, you can get my video. That video is not free. You have to pay for it. So send me an email at foryourchi@gmail.com if you're interested in that, and I will send you the details Many blessings to you, everyone. Much love.